Everybody wants an easy to execute plan in order to get their book done. This is especially true if you've tried in the past to write a book and you've gotten lost, or you haven't published, or you have something hidden in a drawer somewhere and you haven't been able to finish and see it all the way through. So you asked, I listened, and I have the map to infinite creativity here for you now. So this is actually a book that I'm working on. I'm doing my own ideation process for my next book, and I want to take you along the journey with me. And so this is a map of your insides. It's not a map of your outsides. Each spot on the map is a different energy center, a different chakra that you have within you that will magnify your own creativity exponentially. And so over the next few weeks, I want to teach this material and get you involved with me as I write this new book. So last week, we talked about the source of inspiration. If you want to get in on that class, I have everything organized, as well as your own copy of this map in the link below. So just sign up below and everything will be organized and sent to you. I used to be a teacher, so I love making up these little projects. You'll get the map, the videos, as well as a description of the stages and prompts to get you started. So I am all in on this class, and I'm so glad to have you with me. So last week we talked about the source of inspiration. This week we're going to talk about the easy to execute plan. We are in the third eye at this moment. So it's from your energy center called the third eye that we both fantasize and dream of the things that we want in the future. We get carried away in our dreams up here and we can just see it happening. But it's also where we strategize and we really come up with a plan, a practical plan in order to make it happen. So that's what I want to dig into today. Every week, you're going to get a new video that explains the creative stage. And then you're also going to get homework. Teacher Me has created homework for each stage. So this is really fun. One of my favorite quotes of all time is, we overestimate what we can accomplish in a year, but we underestimate what we can accomplish in a decade. What that means is sometimes we get frustrated if we start something in a year and after 12 months go by, we may not be as far as we wanted to be. But if we magnify that ambition, if we magnify that vision over a decade, we amaze ourselves. We get farther than we ever could have imagined in this third eye. And so I want to take that chunk of wisdom. It's been attributed to many different people over the years, but I want to take that quote, we overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in a decade. And we are going to make a plan of execution on one piece of notebook paper. So I want you to rip out a piece of paper, find a piece of paper anywhere you can. And what we're going to do is we are going to fold it in half. We're going to fold it into fourths, and then we are going to fold it into eighths. Get your treasure map. This is the part for the pieces of 8. So the link is right down below, like I said. So we've got this piece of paper and we've folded it into 8 parts. Now you can see I have writing on mine. If you want to trace the creases and make 8 little boxes, you can. If you don't feel like that's necessary for you, don't do it. I did it. I thought it was fun. It helped me. So we have 8 little boxes on this piece of paper. And what I would like you to do is write in each box, where were you 6 months ago? So I'm going to go through these quickly with you. You can pause the video if you like. And I'll also, in the comment section, I'm just going to list down these instructions, the questions that you're going to put in each of the 8 boxes. So we're going to start with 6 months ago. Where were you 6 months ago? The box is small. Don't overthink this. Just put in, how were you feeling? What were you doing 6 months ago? What's the most significant thing that comes to mind? Fast. This is not something for you to take too long with. That'll just make you procrastinate it. Then we want to go, where were you? What were you doing? What was important to you 1 year ago? Where were you 5 years ago in box number 3? Where were you 10 years ago? in box number 4. So as you do this, you're kind of proving this quote to yourself. When we think back to what we were doing today, 10 years ago, our life is probably pretty different. And if you wish your life was more different, then that's exactly what we're going to do in the next 4 boxes. So now we're below the middle crease. Now I want you to dream big, really lean into this visualization. Where do you want to be 10 years in the future? What would be amazing to you? What would be most important to you? Then let's do, if you want that to happen, what do you need to be doing in 5 years' time? Where would you want to be in order to make this happen 5 years from now? Now, what do you want 1 year from now? Where do you want to be? What's important to you? What do you want to be doing? And then 6 months into the future, in this final of the 8 boxes, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing 6 months in the future? This is not for overthinking. It's a very quick exercise that's really going to activate both your vision and your practical side. Now we're going to go even further. So we have an entire blank sheet of paper on the back. And so on the top half of this sheet of paper, I want you to reflect, looking, now that you've gone back in time 10 years and you've gone into the future 10 years, what have you learned from that experience of time travel? And now we get into the plan. What do you need to do over these next weeks that I'm going to be doing this course with you? What do you need to do over these next 6 weeks is what I'm going to have planned for the course. What do you need to get done in order to get some momentum and get started? What are the steps that are closest to your heart? Write those down now, and you have not only the map to infinite creativity, but you have your own personalized plan right on this piece of paper. So next week is unlocking possibilities. We're going to learn about the throat chakra, which unlocks possibilities. And so get ready for that coming up. But in the meantime, be sure and download below all of the prompts and everything you need to be a part of this wonderful community and this wonderful challenge. It is my honor to put this together for you and to serve you. Please give me a subscribe, drop me a comment below, and I'm excited to see you in a week. So much love. Bye.